We got a South Carolina woman sentenced to only 40 years in prison for staging a home invasion that killed the boyfriend's 8-year-old son. Right back on Keep It P podcast Stillion.
Let me guess. The two black men.
This is
man, I want to send congratulations to TZ Von, Savage, and Jay Lava for their 500th episode of Keep It P podcast. B1 to you players.
Jay Lava, television, network, the whole fucking 9 yards. You know what I'm saying?
For being their fans coming from P. You know what I mean? So make sure you check out the Keep It P podcast. This is me telling you. P, SP the Ghost LOXD block. And congratulations once again, TZ Vaughn, Savage, and Jay Lava. Love is love. Ghost Soldier. So, yeah.
Keep It P, man. From the P Master itself. The Bishop Don Master Juan. Chairman of the board of famous players. Everywhere. Church.
Early in the morning, wake your goat mouth ass up.
Of course there was signs, fam.
We just be ignoring it. I'm telling you.
Power of the Nookie, fam.
The P-U-S-S-Y, boy.
The Nookie for the cookie, boy.
But it only gets the power when you give it to it.
Wake your goat mouth ass up.
You gotta participate in the clutches. All right, y'all. Out of the darkness.
To that wet.
Hey, out of the darkness into the light, it is I, Jay Lava. Ooh, I'm looking all smooth and cool. Somebody said I don't connect with the audience enough. Are you connected with me? Are you looking at me? I'm connecting to you. What
does that mean?
Connecting with the audience? Because, you know, I be reading the article, so I'm always looking down, so I'm not necessarily always looking at the camera.
So did you come here for me, or did you come here for the knowledge? Maybe if you opened up your mind and for the knowledge, you could receive the knowledge if you was not trying to stare and ogle into my eyeballs and become mesmerized.
Hey, well, come on now. You know, I look good and shit, huh? Like, you know,
man, open up your eardrums. Listen to the show with your eyes closed. What you talking about?
There you go. Well, this is Keep It P podcast. We take the news, situations, everyday occurrences, and indeed we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. Not trying to tell you what to think. I'm trying to show you how to think when you find yourself mixed up in an anti-black racist war propaganda machine being perpetuated by the lamestream media. Then you got the Democrats and the Republicans, both bipartisan, super saying 94-1 on the crime bill, coming together like the Partridge Family and Brady Bunch together, mayoistically targeting your black ass. Do I look like a whole synergy field or something? Hold on, that's what's going on here. Can I look better? Okay, thanks, IT. So I'm gonna do me something. But I got a guy though, a guy that spits hella game. Go ahead and bust it down for him, sir. Hold on now. Where you at now?
Hashtag.
Oh, okay.
Hashtag for the record doe.
I was like, how you do that?
Hashtag FTRD. Von Savage Media in the place to be. Sucker MCs. Self-hug, self-love. That's a beatbox and a b-boy stance. You may have thought that was corny. That's but what's even more corny is ganging up on R. Kelly and letting the culture die, y'all.
That is really corny.
They don't persecute their heroes for the. Just for the record, though.
For the enjoyment and amusement for everybody else, to show everybody else how down they is for the righteous cause. They don't give a fuck about righteousness when it comes to they people. I just want you to know that.
Period.
Because white supremacists don't care about righteousness. They care about winning. Maybe you should take some notes about that. But anyway, your girl on the summer jam screen here, you know, despite a murder conviction in the case of 8-year-old boy slain, authorities in South Carolina still don't know who actually pulled the trigger. They don't never know shit. I'm telling you, Boy, a nigga can roll up to the hospital with his mom in a tarp, and they don't know nothing.
We don't know what happened.
Lynette, hold up. Lynette Monette. I'm sorry, Linda Monette, 25, more like 45. She ain't never been 25.
She's only 25.
Stop it. Quit.
Times
Linda
2. Whoa.
25 to the second power, like baby.
I promise you.
Was sentenced on Friday to 40 years in prison. Only 40 years in prison? Only? Okay. In a case where another suspect shot and killed Manson Hanahan, said in 11 court solicitors, blah, 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 South Carolina. Monette, well, no, her name is Linda. Linda had helped stage a home invasion to steal drugs and money from her boyfriend. Well, that wasn't her boyfriend, obviously. Who was the child's father. Authorities said Monette had attempted to pose as a helpless bystander by the plan being to have a gun held to her head. During the closing arguments, deputy solicitors Suzanne addressed Monette's guilt under the hand of one is the hand of all.
Ain't that what I said the other day? There's a law for that. It don't matter if you didn't do the crime. If you was a part of it.
Oh, you talking about like the managers and the staff that helped facilitate and fly out all the girls that R. Kelly was fucking with?
Or
are you talking about like the parents? Are you talking about like the parents that was given the okay for their kids to go see said person who had already been accused of Aaliyah, who had already been accused of peeing on somebody, who had already been accused of all this shit, but these parents let him go?
Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. It says that, in other words, it didn't really matter who pulled the trigger in the eyes of the law. Everyone was similarly guilty. Well, isn't that something? Well, isn't that something? One well-cited Carolina court explains, under hand of one is a hand of all theory. One who joins with another to accomplish an illegal purpose is liably criminally for everything done by his confederate incident to the execution of the common design and purpose. So let me get this straight. So if Mr. Kells meets said female, she tell him she 18, 19, 20 of age, then the assistant books the flight and has to get the age? And like, alright, I'ma just go ahead and push that through. And when you're done, I'ma send you back. No, not nothing like that though. Not nothing like, hey, Mr. Kelly, how are you doing? Yep, my daughter's ready. I'ma send her on down there. She's getting on the plane today. I'm about to take her to the airport. Several other key South Carolina cases also expound upon this principle. Oh, they just gonna go in on the principle today. Several of those cases noted that it was well settled under Carolina law that the defendant may be convicted of a theory of accomplice liability pursuant to an indictment charging him only with the principal offense. And yet another case explains where the law does not allow co-defendants to be swept into the vast web of criminal culpability, internet punctuation cleaned up. So what they just told you is the loophole is for the dominant society.
There you go.
The other shit is for you niggas.
Period.
So when we feel like we want to get you and all your little nigger friends, we'll do that. When we want to just get white boy Roy and none of his toys, we'll do that.
Or when we want to just get you, Darky, and your accomplices is white boy Roy, nah, they ain't gonna get the same as you, Jackson. You're going down by yourself.
Pretty much. Mere presence and prior knowledge that a crime was going to be committed without more insufficient and constitutional guilt.
Hold on. Read that again, sir.
Mere presence and prior knowledge that the crime was going to be committed without more is insufficient to constitute guilt. Rather, presence at the scene of a crime by a prearrangement to aid, encourage, or embed in a perpetuation of the crime consults as gifts. So, aid, abet, help perpetuate, booking the flight and the hotel room and the transportation back and forth too, or working out the details with the staff as a parent about where you think you send your child off to. Not nothing like that though.
Nah, that can't be it.
You had not to know that said person that was being accused of marrying Aaliyah at a young age. Age ain't nothing but a number. He was taking advantage of that girl. And la 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 la. You see the tape where he was peeing on a 15-year-old girl. That was him. 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 Now, same parents, same staff members is willingly offering up minors because they know they're minors. Mr. Kelly was lied to.
He was lied to.
Mr. Kelly was lied to. He a busy man singing, doing his thing, you know what I'm saying, stepping in the name of love and all that. He don't got time for the semantics. Who's doing that? The staff, maybe? Is the staff hooking that up?
Why do you think accountants are able to cheat a lot of celebrities out their money?
Good question. Why do people get lawyers to watch the lawyers to watch the lawyers?
They don't got time to do that. They're focusing on their craft. That's why they hired said people. So
and if
really,
if said people that you hire has all this previous information and your capabilities, then they aiding and abetting then, huh?
In fact, they did more than aid. They facilitated. They are actually the culprits, and then it would be that Mr. Kelly was aiding and abetting.
Right.
Because he's not the mastermind. See?
Yeah, I get it. Monette, the jurors found Monette guilty of charges including murder, criminal conspiracy, and burglary in the first degree. The murder of Mason Hansen has been the intense focus of the entire office for over 2 years. The lifelong impact of this crime in Mason's family, basketball, whatever. Shootout ended in Hannah's dead and his father injured. Ammunition from the other suspect's gun killed the young kid, autopsy determined. Mason Hansen was a second grader. Okay, now here we go talking about they trying to do all that.
There was a shootout? Well, hold on. What shootout?
I guess between the boyfriend and the people she had to come rob him, and the little shorty ended up getting shot in the process.
Well, how'd she get held to a gun to her head then?
Because I mean, it's, that's what the plan was, that she was just supposed to play victim with the gun to her head.
So it never went. So you explained that much on what the plan was. We was gonna put the gun to her head, and then when we got there, all hell broke loose.
Yeah, she was trying to explain that away. You know what I'm saying? I guess to miss these charges, but
so why'd you need to do an autopsy to see whose gun it was? You think the man shot his own son? Right. If he was over on my side, why wouldn't we just assume that it was one of their shots? Hold on. Was the police there in this shootout? Is that why y'all did an autopsy, to make sure it wasn't a police bullet that shot the little boy?
After the shooting, investigators soon put their attention on Monette, who prosecutors say multiple inconsistent statements. Authorities looked at her ties to local gang members, they said. During a voluntary interview on May 17, 2019, the Lexington County Sheriff's Department, Lieutenant Marlo McCann and Detective Joe Hart, Monette admitted that she conspired with others to commit the staged home invasion and have a gun held to her head as a part of a plan of a robbery, the solicitor's office said. In other words, it was an inside job. Monette and Mason's father were in the relationship at the time of the incident. It was routine for them to stay at Mohana's crib. The child's mother said that the boy was staying over his father's place after basketball practice last time she saw him and when he helped get him ready for school. We all devastated, blah, 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 blah.
Basketball practice, bro.
Yeah, listen, dude. Yeah, all right.
Is the shorty black found? And that's why they're willing to throw her away with the 40 years?
No, there's a picture of the shorty right there. He looked, his palm color. If anything, she had him by Rico Suave.
Okay, what's up? My point, who's the gang members that she kicks it with? The ties with the gang members.
Oh, yeah.
Mexicanos?
I think so. I'm thinking so. It says that boom, 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 bam, 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 bam. Okay. We still don't have much to go on. Sure you don't. You never do. He running the email, blah, blah, blah. We know the home invasion was staged and arranged in part by Monette, but as far as the details of the other person who was in the home and fired the shots that night, we still working on the case, so she ain't told? Tip is too small, and any information is greatly appreciated by law enforcement and family, blah, blah, blah. The shooting results in separate and tangential charges against Mason's father, August Graham Hannanen. He was accused of selling illegal drugs. Also, they even dipped back and got the father for her setting up the little whoop-de-whoop.
Fam, there's some darkies somewhere, fam. There's some darkies somewhere in this mix.
He's being Elder Hannon is being arrested in 2019 for a count each of possession with the intent to distribute marijuana and an unlawful conduct to a child. His attorney did not immediately respond for whoop-de-whoop. So hold on, because they say it's his 8-year-old child, so that's his kid.
Yeah.
Is that her kid too?
No.
Right.
She's the girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, this ain't no dark nowhere. It's
I'm
funny.
just saying, you came back. Hold on, fam. Since when can a palm-colored kid get killed? They come back and arrest the dad, but not for the killing, for unrelated charges. Come on, fam. Never in the history, fam. Never in the history of white supremacy. Never.
So what you think he is?
Mexicano.
Oh yeah, definitely that. Oh, I definitely give you that. I definitely give you that. Yeah.
Mexicano. There's something going on. Somebody ain't. This ain't just the palm on palm on palm on palm. This is too much action going on.
Yeah, okay.
You mentioned the gang members.
Oh, I definitely see that. I definitely see him being.
You don't know nothing, but y'all gave her 40 years. When did that happen?
Right.
You know exactly who killed everybody and still give them nothing. Now you actually know nothing, but you gave 40 years?
Right.
Nah, she's a throwaway.
What? Okay, I get that. Yeah, I definitely get that too.
Came back, got him. After your shorty got whacked?
Right.
Come on, man. On what planet?
On what planet you say?
Planet Darky.
Okay, I give you that. I give you every piece of that. I think you're totally. All right. So about being cold now. Look in the comments. I mean, just list to rock. Yeah, mama house.
Link in there.
Now go check that out. Got 4 words for you. Love and the blessed now. And aloha now. You can take that now. Hold on to that now. Hold on to that now. Don't let it go.
Be one of them. Come on, paint expire.
Huh?
I had a paint expire, so you got on.
Okay.
No, I tried to.
Music teasing.
Ways for you to run my cash. Check. Check.
Oh, that was some of the trash. That was the trash.
Tryna bring it back. Tryna bring it back. Or a wave that you could just go and say this is a possible way for me to go and lay. Man, I knew it was something, couldn't ignore it. It was fate, it was fate. Flowers in the image, and I definitely belong here. And now that I'm here, I'm a change.
Yeah, I'm an animal, red gorilla. I eat your dog, your poochie. Get what you're gonna get, front and center. Get
with your girl living life, which I knew. Standing on my two graduated with my honors. TC scientific, getting to what's the plan? C, throw kickbacks, sit back, throwing kicks on.
Music TV.